What's going on, everybody? Today we will be talking about education. Today I'm gonna give you tips for choosing the right college and give you a little bit of information that'll be worth your while. Just sit back, relax, and listen to what I'm saying. Now we're about to start. Having this conversation will change your life. You will learn, grow, and be a changing agent for our generation. This conversation is everything. All right, everybody. So a lot of people are going off to college or want to go off to college. So what I'm going to do today is give you some general information that'll help you make your search a little bit better. So if you listen to these words and you do your own research, I'm pretty sure that you'll find the best college that'll fit every single need that you have and that you desire to seek out of college. So first, before you pick any specific school, you need to decide what you actually want from higher education. How will this school meet your needs and your lifestyle? That's the first thing you need to think about when you're thinking about going to any university, any college, any community college, or anything in that nature. First, we're going to define a few different opportunities in colleges for you. So now I'm going to talk to you about the 8 things to look for in a college. Once you determine what kind of school you want to go to, you need to determine what school type is right for you. A 4-year university, a 2-year university, a vocational and technical training school, or distance learning. Figure that out and then you'll be on the path to success. You can also narrow your choices down by considering a lot of different things, but I'm going to give you the top 8 things that you should look for whenever you're looking into a college. 1, accreditation. Look to see if the university is accredited. All right, so accreditation is pretty much the process of the institution of higher education. They go through this process to ensure that they meet the criteria for regular standards of whatever degree you're trying to get. So there are different types of accreditation, so you need to dig deep, be knowledgeable, and understand which one is which, all right? Now you need to think about the cost of university. Before you finalize any of your decisions or make any of your choices, make sure that you consider all of the potential costs that will be associated with this university. So some questions that you may kind of want to ask yourself is, what is the total cost of tuition? What about room and board? What about housing? What's going to be my housing situation? If I don't do room and board, how much is it going to cost to live out in town? Am I going to need transportation? What type of financial aids are there? Do I have to take out loans? Is the school expensive? What city is it in? What state is it in? And so you need to kind of like talk through a lot of that stuff to make the best decision for the cost. You should talk to knowledgeable personnel about the higher education costs to see if they could actually help you. Another thing that you want to ask about the living situation is, what kind of dorms do they have? Do they have different meal plans? How much is a meal plan? Are there parking fees? If I do have a car, how much am I going to have to pay per semester to park my car? Whether you're looking to live on board or off board of the university, you have to really think about that, because room and board is significantly higher than living out in town. So make sure that you can afford the housing and you meet the actual standards of being in there. One thing that you also have to consider about the cost of this university is it a public or a private university? Because the difference in price fluctuate between those as well. You need to fill out a FAFSA, which is a free application for federal student aid, and to see what you qualify for, because you may be in a situation to where you have to take out loans and then you go through that process, or where you can actually get money towards your degree in the university for free that you don't have to pay back. So just go and check out FAFSA, and I'll put the link at the end of this video as well. All right, another thing that you need to think about is the location. So where do you want to study at? Are you comfortable being far away from home, or do you want to be close to home? Can you afford the travel expenses that's associated with going to a college that may not be in the same city or town or state that you may be in? Do you want a university that's in a big city that you can, have fun with the nightlife? Or do you want something, in the rural areas? Do you want something in the country areas? Where do you want to go? Like, what environment do you want to go? What location do you want to go? Make sure that you pick out a location that you think will enhance your overall experience at the university. Another thing that you want to think about too is academic programs. So what you want to think about is what colleges have the majors that I want. Do I want a school that has a master's degree program, a bachelor's degree program, or even a associate's degree program? What do I really want out of this academic study? What classes are required for me as a freshman? What are the graduation requirements? What do I need to do to advance through this program? We have to remember that academics is the reason why we're actually here, and that's what we're actually looking to achieve, to receive a degree. So we have to study, study, study. So make sure that you're putting yourself in a conducive environment for that. 4, you also want to think about the size of the university. You have to understand that larger schools, have more classes that you have to take maybe. They have more activities and they have like larger class size. So you may receive less one-on-one time with the professors and you have to share the time with a lot of different students. So that's one thing that you want to consider when you're talking about going to a bigger university versus small. The small universities offer more one-on-one individual attention from the professors and a better chance to get to know the professors, to know their grading and everything, associated with it, like their biases and things like that. But they may not offer the same amount of courses or activities that a larger university would. So that's one, difference. So you also want to think about the diversity in the campus environment. So the climate of the university is very important. So you have to think, do you want to go to all male school or all female school or a co-ed school? What kind of student organizations does this university have? Are you searching for a school, that have a wide array of different cultures, or, does it even matter to you? You should evaluate how important diversity is to you and take a good look at the composition of the school and the students involved. You also must think about what is life going to be like outside of the classroom, because you're not going to spend, every waking moment at the university. So you got to think about the outside environments. Going to college is more than just sitting in the class. So take a good look at the environment around you and make a decision off that as well. You should also look at the retention and graduation rate. That is a big one. What percentage of the students drop out of the program that you're looking at, or even the school in general per year? Good retention and good graduation rates are signs of success. That shows that that's pretty decent, university, and it may have satisfaction with the students. So, sit down and review some of the statistics from that university and then make a little bit more informed decision. Figuring out how much time it's going to take you to graduate will also play a key role in the financial aspect of the university. You also want to look at the ranking and the reviews. One of the best ways to get a feel of the quality of the school is to actually look at the reviews. Look at what the actual students are saying about the university, the campus, the professors, and everything in that nature. Just take time out to pay special attention to that. You also want to make sure that they have academic support. That is a huge one. Having a writing center, a tutor center, things like that is very vital when you're talking about going back to school, especially if you've been out for a while. Some students need that extra additional academic support and the services they provide outside of the normal classroom settings. So I would encourage everybody to make sure that you have that at the university that you're going to go to, because like I said, that's important. I've used a couple of those services before and they definitely paid off. So after telling you a little bit about the educational journey and what you should consider, hopefully this video helped you out a whole lot. But like I always say, education is the key, and having the key can get you through a lot of different doors. So make sure you stay educated on a lot of different things.